Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I do want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, the bonds of the apostles, Nels Great Millstone for teaching us this truth, peace, and blessings to the whole collective of Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father in Hebrew, Ba'ashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the God's Son. Back on the lesson. And this will be a spiritual movie review of this movie called Upgrade, which I recently just watched a few hours ago. And it's pretty much dealing with the MOTB, the RFID CHIP, and as you also been seeing, recently dealing with Elon Musk, the Neuralink, which is pretty much what you're gonna see within this movie right here. Which I'm gonna read this pretty much description for it, which I don't want to say too much spoilers on this movie, but it is on Netflix if you don't watch it for yourself or any other site you may find it on. But now it says right here, Upgrade is a 2018 cyberpunk action film written and directed by Leigh Whannell and starring Logan Marshall Green, Betty Gabriel, and Harrison Giberson. As the Upgrade follows a technophobe who is implanted with a CHIP that allows him to control his body after a mugging left him paralyzed. So you see all the things that Esau Edom is doing now, dealing with the Neuralink and also similar companies that are following in suit, where you have people taking that type of technology, where they're pretty much paralyzed from the waist down, yet they're able to maneuver a cursor on the screen of their laptop with their mind, with their brain waves. I also saw this video, I believe I made a lesson going into it, where there's one woman pretty much took something similar to that of the Neuralink, and she was able to pretty much put a message on the screen of what she was thinking. So these are times that we are in, and this is what this devil has been planning to do for a while now, and they're putting this in front of your face. This movie was back in 2018. And you see multiple other, but you see many situations now where people are taking this type of technology already. That's what I was going to get right there, which is actually see if I can pull up a few points. Paralyzed. Man. Let's see. Oh, look, one right here. Oh, that's 2015. But hey, disclosure, they've been planning to do this for a while. Look at that. Paralyzed man walks again using brainwave system. 2015. Now you're seeing things dealing with the Neuralink and what's in similar companies following in suit. Let's see if I can find another article just to further push the point across. Moves. Let's see. I think this one right here, yeah. Brecht Al-Shai. This one I was speaking on right here. AUC 144 top left. Yahweh William, it says Neuralink live stream shows paralyzed person playing chess on laptop. Now, so Elon Musk said in January that company he co-founded had implanted its first device in a human with a goal of allowing people to control devices just by thinking. Let's see, read a little bit into this, just get the point. The Elon Musk brain science startup Neuralink offered a peek Wednesday into how a quadriplegic, if I'm saying that correctly, person is using its brain implant to control a computer. And in that movie, that dude is a quadriplegic. He was paralyzed, from the waist down. But once he took that brain CHIP, which is planted, pretty much near his spine, in the movie, but you get the point. He was pretty much able to, walk and move his arms and be pretty much, so-called normal. So you're gonna have many people be deceived and tempted into taking it, man. So let's read this one more time. So the Upgrade follows a technophobe who is implanted with a CHIP that allows him to control his body after a mugging left him paralyzed. So there's that right there. And I can honestly probably play a little trailer real quick, just to show you a little example, and we'll get the scripts at hand. I don't make this too long, because I just came across that movie, through the spirit, and I saw it was pretty much dealing with the MOTB, and I'm like, I can make a lesson go into this. So play this real quick.
With so many...
Let that ad play for a little bit. All right.
Everybody's attention.
I'm looking for the guys who murdered my wife.
And we're also just dealing with these miracles on the left-hand side through their technology. Because you're going to see how he's able to move faster and do all sorts of things. As you see what these devils are promising now. They're able to see holograms in front of you. Listen to music within your brain. And as we just read a little bit into that article where that dude's able to move or play chess on a computer with his brain. Move the mouse with his mind. I mean, come on, and they're putting this in front of your face. They've been playing this for a while now.
Are you one of them? Yeah. Stanley can take over.
Thank you. I now have full control.
Hi.
You upgraded. Now you're stronger. Faster. Better than everyone else.
But also another point in the movie I do want to get is, the person that pretty much implanted that C-hip in him was able to shut it off, to disable him back to what he once was. So this is what the devil is going to be able to do to you. Jake is not thinking, man. This devil wants to literally control and own you, and by you taking that Karagma, that C-hip, goes to show that you are in agreement with this beast system and you are making Esau Edom your God. But 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, that says, "Let Satan take advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." We see what this devil is trying to do. And you see the messages or just the predictive programming that you see within a lot of these movies and these shows. These devils putting their future plans and things that they want to do within these movies. And that's this devil's way of telling you what they're going to do. But it's Revelation 13:16-17, one of the main points. And this is one of the main scriptures that you should know by now already. Now it says, "And he called those both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads." Going to that brain implant. But especially when you go into the word mark, in the Greek goes into the word charagma, which then goes to the word etch, scratch, showing you that it's a physical mark. Especially going to the insertion of it. I believe going to Zeiss, stigma, which goes to the implantation of it. The cutting of the flesh and all that, but to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And what's in that movie is pretty much a brain C-hip. Because once he was a quadriplegic and paralyzed from waist down, but once he took that C-hip, he was able to move again. And that's what this devil is now promising, that people that are paralyzed are going to be able to walk again. People that are people that are blind are going to be able to see again. So these are the miracles they're going to be performing on the left-hand side through the technology. And while you have many people be deceived and once again tempted into taking it, people will be hopping right along board with it, man. See how much more easier and more safer it is to get that surgery, to get that implanted, than these other high-risk surgeries that people are not willing to take. So once a lot of people are going to be tempted and deceived, man. You're going to have people lining up to take this thing. Especially knowing Jake, man. Wanting to be, on board with, the next big thing. The next big wave. Especially once Jake, heard, because this was a while back when Elon Musk, pretty much put on Twitter. There was an article going to how he said you would be able to listen to music, within your mind, your brain. And Jake was all over that, man. Was wanting to get it right away, Especially just being able to see, holograms and, not needing to carry your phone or laptop anymore. Because you see with, I believe, Apple Vision Pro, that's an example of also what's to come, Now imagine when you don't need that, headset on your face, because you saw people were walking, in the streets with it also, So when people see something so much, easier, so-called safer and more smaller, not needed to carry pretty much a load of things, people be lining up, man. Especially knowing how lazy these Babylonians are, man. These people in America. It's like I'm rambling, but let's continue on. Whereas actually I didn't get the other verse. But now it says, and he called the book smelling rich for free and bond to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. And very soon you won't be able to operate nor live a so-called normal life without it. And that's why you're going to have any of our people, crack under that pressure that's going to be applied. Because literally everything is going to be ran through that C-hip. But let's continue on. It's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. And hey, we have faith in the Lord, man. Because you get in Isaiah, I believe the 8th chapter and the 20th verse, how we're no longer going to be relying upon these devils anymore in these last days. But when you fully rely upon our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem El Shai, to take care of us, to protect us, But 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9, now it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. These miracles that they're going to be forming on the left-hand side. And what's why you're going to have many people be deceived, tempted into taking that thing. But people are going to see the so-called benefits in it, and that's going to be your downfall, it's going to be your destruction, man, your death. Let's see. Yep, let's get the NLT version. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. And this is a sin unto death if we do take that Karagman. We are warning you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai to not take it. Because if you do, that's a one-way ticket to death, man. To your destruction, to your demise. Now let's get a few more. This is Matthew 24 and 24, adding on to that point. Now it says, for there shall rise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect. But it's impossible to deceive the Lord's men. Because that's who Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is dealing with, and who he has bestowed this truth, this 100% truth upon. But let's read some top one more time just to get the point. For there shall rise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. Once again, going to those miracles on the left hand side, which you got in the NLT version earlier. And it says, for false messiahs and false prophets will rise up and perform great signs and wonders, so as to deceive, as if possible, even the Most High is chosen once, but it's impossible. Now let's get Matthew 24 and 21 through 22, and I believe we got three more scriptures. And we'll close it out from there. Now it says, for then should be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So we're having some times that have never been seen for, all throughout history, man. Showing you how bad, and great this judgment is really going to be coming to these last days, man. Especially with everything that the devil's going to do, and things that you're going to see in these last days. But it's verse 22, main point. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for elect's sake those days shall be shortened. The Lord is hastening those days for his elect. And we're also going to show who he is dealing with and who he's coming back for. Now, let's get these last three. Now it says, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10, going to that persecution that we will face for denying this Karagman, for not bowing down to this beast system. We're going to be despised, called crazy, and all these different things. And ultimately for standing up, and it's like for standing boldly, for the Lord. For standing against this beast system. So we're going to be targeted. Fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye have tribulation 10 days, going to a certain period of time. But you see, you're going to have these devils, thrown into these prisons, these jails, these FEMA camp centers, whatever the case may be. That says right here on the top of the verse, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Have faith. Trust in the Lord. That's why the scripture going to, blessed are ye when men shall revile you, and shall say a manner of all things, against you, falsely for my sake, or paraphrasing. Now it says, the devil shall cast me into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's the way we gotta endure. We gotta remain faithful, man, even unto death. If it may come to that. Now, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Because as you get Revelation, the 20th chapter, you will have certain members of the elect be martyrs on this side. But they'll be risen back up. They'll come back first. Which I had a point I was going to bring up, and I just lost my train of thought. But it was Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Lord will come back to me. But it's because I was kept to one of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is mainly going to be when the MOTB is presented in front of us. And as I brought up earlier, you're going to have many of our people cracking under that pressure, bending the knee. Because you're going to have that devil applying that pressure, Your job's going to be put on the line. You won't be able to travel. You literally won't be able to do anything without it. But that's, it's going to test our faith. These are things the Lord's going to put us through to see who truly believes and who doesn't. And that's why you get in the scriptures, it's being made known who the Lord's chosen are. And we hope and pray that we're of that number. Because I was kept with my patience, I also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try to dwell upon the earth. So the Lord's going to keep us from that. He's going to give us the strength and the spirit in order to endure. In order to endure, we want to deny this beast system, to deny the MOTB. To stand stiffly and boldly for him in that day. But last scripture right here, Habakkuk 2:3. And you'll close that from there. It says, the vision is yet for an appointed time. And what is the vision? Speaking of the prophecies. And we're in those appointed times. And as you saw, as we got earlier, dealing with this movie, it came out in 2018. So, these devils putting their plans within these movies, cartoons, these shows of what they're going to do. What they're planning to implement and push out. This is a clear-cut example of the Neuralink, the brain C-hip. Now let's see. Habakkuk 3. Read one time more time. For the vision yet for one point of time, but the answer will speak and not lie. They will tarry, wait for it, because it surely come. It will not tarry, meaning it will not delay. And as you get to Ezekiel 33 and 33, you're gonna know that a prophet has been among you, warning you of what's to come, because once again you will have hundreds of people aligning up to take this thing. You're gonna have these devils pushing out incentives to get people on board. Preaching this in the name of so-called safety. That's cool and more beneficial than these other types of different surgeries, and than carrying your phone or a laptop or wallet anymore, this and that. Those type of times that we are coming into, man, and what this devil is planning to usher and bring about. As you already see with the foundation, the infrastructure being laid out right before your very eyes. In order to usher and bring about this beast system, which is going to be ran through that Karagman, that RFID C-hip, once again. So that's really in that right there. And it's like if I kind of rambled on certain points, but Lord will, it was, edifying. And like I said, I came across, that movie while I was just, surfing Netflix, and I thought it'd be, a great lesson to go into, and Lord, when it was. So that's on that right there. I do want to close out and give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles, Nels Great Millstone for teaching us his true peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom. See you next one. Lord's will.